What is up, guys? Munster X Talus, Bazinga, T-Busy, you know, all those good things back here. Today, we're working on some valve train stuff, double checking pushrod length, checking proper preload on lifters, and just an overall inspection on the top end after we hit our break-in miles. We'll start with a little recap of what I did, because I'm not sure how exactly I'll edit this up, but labeled and removed spark plug wires, valve covers off. We've removed one rocker that was loose, so I'd have to tighten it anyways, but that's going to be my test specimen for my pushrod length. In order to get that off, I had to disconnect ignition coil and a few other things. And then since then, off camera, just because it's kind of tedious, just basically disconnected a bunch of wires and coolant lines and stuff. So top line here, capped, and then I put some yellow tape on it just so I remember, because I've disconnected other things here to get in here. Lots of miscellaneous wiring, EGR position sensor. You can see I broke both of the retaining tabs off. Nice, super happy about that. It's exactly what I was hoping for. Idle air control is undisconnected. It's undisconnected. Throttle position sensor's down in there somewhere. Here's the plug for it. That's off. Capped some coolant jumper lines that go on the up top of the throttle body and down below. Nice rubber on there. You know what they say, when in doubt, put a rubber on, something like that. PCV, disconnected a support bracket. It goes from the upper intake plenum down to the exhaust manifold. I got a few more things to disconnect here, and then this upper plenum is good to come off. Another one I disconnected there. Brake booster, vacuum line from the top of there. And then I labeled spark plug wires on this side as well. All right, this view is kind of sweet. Can you see me? Yeah, there you go. You're up on the hood. And that's on the hood. All right, let's see, what do I need to do next? Pull these guys. That should be it outside of the upper plenum bolts itself. So yeah, we'll pop these off. A little bracket here for the throttle cable and what is supposed to be a cruise control. That is an absolute joke. And I'm gonna use power tools. The future is now. What size do you think those are? I betcha they are 1/2 of an inch. Look at that. I'm so good at this game. Nice, don't drop that. Nice, don't drop that. Thank you. All right, a little bit of rust. Yeah, you can have that. Thank you. I don't mind what putting you back in here. You hold that right over. All right, you just need to leave. You'll notice I did disconnect the battery because I'm not really trying to start this mug right now. There's one weird bolt that you have to get through the center of this thing, and it is like just the lamest thing ever. It's a Torx. Like one of these socket drive mamma jammas will not work because the socket adapter part is too fat. So I only know that because I've done this a couple times. So I'm gonna see what the toolbox has, and then we'll go from there, I guess. Y'all can freestyle for the toolbox adventure. Somewhere I have lots of bits like this. This goes up to T25. It's either that or a 27. Dude, got this mug at a garage sale for $3. Like, are you kidding me? Absolute game changer. T25. What else we got in here? You got a 27 in here? Don't look like they came pre-rusted, so that's cool. I'm alright with that. T25. Why do I have like 3 T25s in here? That's crazy. Alright, well, better be a T25 because that's like all I got in that size. We'll do the old 1/4 inch drive socket through one of these wombo combos. Maybe a little bit of E-tape on there. I really hope it's T25. It's gonna be like super convenient if it is, because I have one of those. That's probably not going anywhere. Dang, the guy that I lowballed on Marketplace for a toolbox just sold it, and it wasn't to be.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
This is the apparatus that we've decided upon. It's pretty fun. Swivel head ratchet here from the old Harbor Freight. I'm gonna start with this center one because it's gonna be the most lame and go from there. Because once I get that one, everything will be pretty straightforward. What the heck are you looking at? You're looking at the hood. Is that gonna be weird because it's like upside down? All right, where would you guys like to go? Point to it. All right, that's a good idea. That's right where I was thinking. Right here? Is that what you said? Because that's where I was saying. Let me just sneak on in here. It did not look like a T25. And I can't see because my big head is in the way. Oh no, it's not a T25. Dang it, that's so low. It's always something. This is why we can't have nice things. That's not where the magnets are. Come on, it's your toolbox. You're supposed to know this. We're gonna try and fish this puppy in there and then hopefully attack it. At least the intake's aluminum, so it won't stick to that. Man, there is probably such like a cool specialty tool for this job that's not this. And it's probably so easy. All right, we're fished. There's no way. That's not gonna work. Dang it. Well, that's it, guys. Shut the channel down. Thanks for tuning in thus far. Damn it. I knew that was gonna happen. And I told myself to go to Harbor Freight to buy more shitty tools, and I did not do it. All right, well, I'm gonna look around and see what I got. Let's go. I found what I'm looking for. Mr. Krabs, I have an idea. A T27-bit. Oh man, that might be a T30. That's right, I got one of those. Man, you guys can't like see what I'm doing at all. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Same tactic. That'll do, donkey.
That'll do, donkey.
Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Oh, some of you might be like, yo, why are you just taking the top one off? Why don't you take like the whole thing off as one big piece? And to that, I say, because when I put this hussy together, I used copious amounts of any gasket, aka RTV, and I don't feel like redoing all of that right now, TBH. So I'm gonna leave that how it is. There's my big bowl. Yeah, it's definitely a T30. Swag, put that in the bin. What size do we think these are? Of course they're the size that I have right here. Man. Talk about a W. This extension's stupid long, but it's the only one I got right next to me, so it's gonna work. This weird little cap thing. I don't know. It was on there when I took it apart, so I put it back on. Cap. What the hecky? I thought I had a... Oh, I don't have a 1/4 inch to 3/8. Oh, I do have one. It's right there. I like that laugh.
I like that laugh.
Loose. And then there's like one painfully lame one back in there somewhere. World's most okayest mechanic. Wonder if the intake's gonna be all cracked. I port matched the mug out of this thing. Took a couple hundred thou off these runners. 1/2 inch wrench. I don't know if I want OG default or ratchety boy. I'm flying blind. There it is, I feel it. You know, I might be able to grab her from the other side, TBH. Where'd it go? There it is. Hey, young thugs. Oh yeah. Dude, ratcheting wrench for the win. Let's go. We're just freestyling at this point. There's zero service procedures involved. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be it. All right, and then if I just, oh, there we go. Come here. Oh, it's still connected. What is still connected? Oh my gosh, it's not. I'm tangled. Oh my God, this thing's not light. Ugh. All right, gasket's torched, but that's all right. Nice, it's out. And you can see the valve cover. Oh, you hold this quick. You hold this quick so I can hop down. Try not to scratch the poop out of my sweet paint job. I painted this black. Oh. I don't know where to put this thing. Pop this guy off. Man, where the hell am I supposed to put this? Maybe I shouldn't have wobbled that guy so much on that toolbox. I could have used it. Use some more space. So you can see, I already came in here, rounded out some edges. So, some of these walls got pretty thin, so I've heard that if you get too thin on these, they will crack. I'm happy to see right away that there's nothing crazy bad, but yeah, so I had to do all that to get this out. Some other notes: manual fuel pressure regulator, billet aluminum. Look at these freaking fasteners. That's so lame. Paid so much money for this thing. It's like 150 bucks. It's rusting. Stupid. Here's the other cool guy. I'm gonna throw this guy over so nothing gets dropped down in there, because I will be very, very sad if that happens. All right, we're back. Oh, I had to finish uploading or scheduling an upload for episode 2. Yep. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. The one cool thing about recording all this, well, there's a couple cool things, but one of them is if I forget what the heck I did or didn't do, I mean, I could just look back at the footage. Kind of a game changer. So today, man, it's almost like this is my own toolbox and I just like forget where all the stuff is in it. It's crazy. Some electrical engineer somewhere at Ford in the 90s designed this plastic tray and solely called out that it needed to be wrapped with electrical tape and that it would attach to these valve covers, what used to be studs. I don't have studs on here anymore. But they worked with whatever team was designing the valve cover and they said, hey, I need studs on here and I'm gonna have these mugs zip tied. His name is Easy. He goes the hard way out. Don't look too close on this side. I ran out of my stainless bolts. These ones are reused. Super crusty, rusty. This ain't no SEMA build, I'll tell you what. Or maybe it is. So those are typically like slammed together with like absolute mayhem right before the event. Maybe this is a SEMA build. I will take one. Holy smokes, who's throwing that at me? Excuse me. Of course I can't get the box end in there. I'll use the open end. How did I put this on? That's nice, it's coming. All right, this one's got another one of my sweet custom tabs. Man, I'm just gonna have to climb up in and oh yeah, that battery bracket will hold me. Ah, oh, someone's farted over here. It's kind of nasty. I'm gonna put one top middle back in to hold this while I undo these stupid back ones. My plan was to get nice ARP hardware for this, but you know what happens to your plan. It goes right out the window once crunch time comes along. Long boy in here. Of course not. And that. And then not go crashing through this fender liner here. Man, this is where short kings rise up. You just could straight up pitch a tent in here. Give me a big heavy aluminum valve cover. Bang, look at that. Yeah, this got that same casting here, like missing. So I'm guessing that's just a weird casting issue between this on the name inside here. So whatevs. How about you? Don't do that. What is up, guys? We're done for today. Make sure you absolutely smash that like button. I'm talking smash that like button. Hit that thumbs up. Hit the bell so you know when I post new shit. What are the other things they say? I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. So do all those good things. I'm gonna be done for today. Next time we'll actually start attacking and measuring pushrod length. Even though I've already done that like 6 times, we're gonna do it again because you know the moral of the story. I love doing the same thing multiple times. Yeah, so stay tuned for that.